Well, this week has been National Rehabilitation Week, and Lovelace Rehabilitation Hospital has been celebrating with events highlighting the importance of rehab in a patient's life. But did you know that dogs can actually be a big part of the rehabilitation process? Here with more on pet therapy and how positive this can be for rehab patients is Derek Jones, CEO of Lovelace Rehabilitation Hospital, and Bonnie Hughes with Therapy Dog Inc. And of course, we have Turbo here this morning. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming by. First off, a lot of you may have heard about pet therapy. So first, let's start by talking about what pet therapy is and talk about how this is part of the rehabilitation process now at Lovelace.
Sure. So pet therapy is the use of animals in the healing process with our patients. We at Lovelace, we have been taking care of patients for over the last 25 years, and our pet therapy program has been around for the last 8. And specifically what those animals do is they work and augment the care that we deliver from a physical rehab side. They augment that care.
That's interesting. You mentioned the physical rehab side of it all. I know I've also heard that there's an emotional, perhaps mental side to it all that may not be apparent right off the bat. Bonnie, I want to bring you in. How do these dogs, first off, curious, become pet therapy dogs?
Well, Turbo and I represent a national organization called Therapy Dogs Incorporated, and they set out a process for us. Actually, what we ask for is people to bring us their well-behaved dogs, and we can make them a therapy dog team. We teach them a lot of the ins and outs of visiting in a hospital and what they can and can't do. We teach them about signs of stress in their dogs. The biggest part is to make sure that the dogs have a working relationship with their handler, that they can take correction and behave, right, Turbo? We're going to behave. That they will walk quietly by their side on a loose leash. So we go through about a 4-step process.
The pet or the dog receives this special training
with their handler. They are registered, not certified, but registered as a team. So I always, Turbo and I have to be connected.
You're a team.
Unless he's doing a specific trick or something like that.
Now, can Turbo show us perhaps what, is there something that maybe he can demonstrate? Is that possible?
Turbo, would you like to wave? Can you sit? Sit, 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 sit. Okay, wave, wave. Oh, come on, big wave. Turbo, wave.
Oh my goodness.
If a patient has contact precautions and they're in the yellow gown, they can't touch the dog, so they feel like they haven't connected with him. So Turbo can either wave or shake hands with them, which makes a little connection for them.
Sure, and I can only imagine, Derek, you said that you guys have had this program, what, 8 years now?
Yes.
What is the response like when you see the patients? How do the patients respond to these therapies?
They really light up. It's a very exciting time for them. I think in a lot of ways it reminds them of maybe animals that they have in their own homes or animals they've had in the past. So we see a general uplifting of their spirit, and it plays really well into what we are focusing on in terms of focusing on both the mind, the body, and then the spirit. And this pet therapy,
mind, body, and spirit. That's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, and this pet therapy program really augments that spirit aspect.
That's interesting. Now, are pet therapy dogs adoptable? Can you adopt these dogs?
When you come through our program, you and the handler and the dog are a team. And these are the handler's personal family dogs.
Okay, so they're not really up for adoption.
They're not up for adoption, but a lot of people adopt rescues and have brought them through the program, and they make some of the best therapy dogs. Rescue dogs seem to be devoted to having their life saved, and they make great therapy dogs.
That's interesting. Now, is this something that, you know, if you have a really good dog at home and you're interested perhaps, and, you know, maybe my dog would be a great therapy dog, is this something that you're always looking for? Are you always looking for a handler and their dog to kind of step forward and say, we want to be part of this?
Well, I think absolutely. I think our patients enjoy the variety of animals that come through, seeing the different types of animals. Again, it's very uplifting. We have some very unique dogs that come through our program, and it's very, very exciting for them.
You know, real quick, you mentioned unique type of dogs. Are we talking about a wide range of just different types of dogs that can be therapy dogs?
Every dog can be a therapy dog if it's well behaved.
Fantastic.
We have had 200-pound St. Bernards and 5-pound Chihuahuas go through our process
5-pound
at the
Chihuahuas.
same
Oh my
time.
goodness. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show, talking a little bit about what pet therapy is, about what Lovelace has been doing for the last 8 years. Really appreciate it. We do have a recap of all of this, and to learn more about pet therapy, go to our website, krqe.com. Thank you both.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Chad, I'm going to send things over.